How strong is Garp? Now this is going to be one of my most unique How Strong videos. This is a whole series that I've started, and Monkey D. Garp is kind of character which it's really tough to gauge his strength. There's been so many debates in comment sections, like I've seen threads that go on for months, even years. Monkey D. Garp, whether it's him not going all out, or him trying a little, or him in the Marine Force situation with Akainu, or him in his prime. There have been so many debates on how strong Monkey D. Garp is. Now Monkey D. Garp's first appearance was when Kobe and Helmeppo were, they were scrubs in the Marines, and Morgan, yes, Axe Hand Morgan actually slashes. He was being transferred and he actually slashes Monkey D. Garp. Now I'm thinking Monkey D. Garp got slashed. This is kind of pretty bad for Monkey D. Garp. He's one of the strongest guys in the One Piece story, but he gets slashed and he falls asleep and he doesn't even notice that he got slashed. So it shows that he's tanking his small ass attacks, Axe Hand Morgan's attacks, like he was nothing. He was asleep. He didn't feel nothing, no pain. So it showed you how strong and durable Garp was. Now Garp's first appearance I mentioned, but his first introduction is when he was kicking, yes, he was kicking Luffy's ass after Enies Lobby, the fist of love. Garp has that fist greatness, or haki, however you want to say it, but Garp was showing that he showed Luffy that you gotta be tough, yo. He told Luffy, yo, go survive in the forest, and Luffy and Garp's relationship is hilarious. Now Garp, it's really tough because we haven't really seen any named attacks. Now we've seen the fist of love, and even after Enies Lobby, we see him throwing cannons like meteors, so we've seen some attacks. Yo, I'm telling you right now, when he threw that huge ass cannon at Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates, Coup de Burst came clutch because their journey would have been over, and Garp was like, yo, I'm sorry Luffy, you gotta die. Like, who says this? One of the most badass scenes in Marineford is when you see Marco the Phoenix. Now Marco the Phoenix, we know this guy is a top tier because he was able to fight an Admiral. Now I'm not saying he was able to defeat one, but he was able to fight one. He was kind of like Whitebeard's right hand man if you looked at it in that kind of sense, and he was trying to save Ace, and out of nowhere you see the fist right in his face knock him down. Monkey D. Garp showing his strength, and Marco's like, what the hell, okay, let's go. Now there was a controversy in Marineford, multiple controversies. The first one I want to talk about is Luffy actually punching Garp, but we all know that Garp was getting like flashbacks, Vietnam flashbacks, and he was knowing the story of him and Luffy, his grandson. He already knows that Ace is going to be executed, so like it was really tough for him, and that's why he let Luffy actually save Ace. So people are saying, yo, why didn't Garp help Ace? That was kind of Garp helping Ace when he let Luffy punch him, because Garp would have destroyed Luffy if he actually was trying. Killing Akainu. This debate is one of the biggest ones I've seen. This is the second controversy I want to talk about, and honestly, people are probably going to ask, what are my personal opinion when talking about Akainu and Garp? And personally, I think at that time there was a possibility of Garp killing Akainu. There was definitely a possibility. Akainu just went hard. He was fighting Whitebeard. It didn't go serious, but Whitebeard actually in the end came and started wrecking Akainu, and their fight went on and went on. But Garp at that point, his anger, now we know he's fist of love, his anger, I think that if his anger, his emotions, he would have got some good shots in Akainu, and there was a possibility of killing Akainu. Now do I think Akainu would have died? We've seen Akainu taking the most brunt attacks from Whitebeard. He is durable, so I don't think Akainu would have been killed 100%. That's my personal opinion, but I think Garp has the power, and it would be crazy to think about. Like, Akainu and Garp has been a huge debate in the One Piece fan base. Let's take it back in the past, and let's talk about something in the past called Garp versus Don Chinja. Now we've seen Don Chinja in his old age. He was fighting Base Luffy. Base Luffy destroyed him, but still, he was fighting him on par. He was like, not on par, yeah, pretty much on par, but his last attack got wrecked. And that's what shows you that in his prime he was much stronger, with his head shaped as a drill, and Garp pretty much destroyed his whole life, if you think about it. So it showed you the strength of Garp in the past. Shiki controversy, another controversy in the past. Sengoku and Garp versus Shiki, and in this thing it says something like the Vice Admiral, somebody get the Vice Admiral, he's kind of hurt. It's kind of saying that Garp was hurt in that fight. Now people have been debating this. I personally think Garp was, I think that fight destroyed half of Marineford. So what happened in that fight? I think all three of them were hurt. We know Shiki got defeated, but I think Sengoku was hurt, Garp was hurt. It was just that destructive of a fight. Now does that put Shiki over Garp and Sengoku? I don't think so. I honestly think that they didn't fight together as a team. They might have fought together as a team. I think it would be cool if they did 1v1, took turns like tag team, but Garp and Sengoku is their pride. I'm not too sure. If they tag team him, it would show that we haven't seen them 1v1 go at it. Shiki is definitely strong, but I still have Garp over Shiki. Something that is brought up a lot is Garp and Gold D. Roger have killed I almost went crazy there, have almost killed each other many times. Now that just shows you that the Pirate King, the top of the pirate era, the man equal to Whitebeard in strength, Gold D. Roger, Yeah, he almost killed Garp, and Garp almost killed him multiple times. It shows you the strength and the respect that Roger had from him in their meeting. So definitely gotta respect that from Garp. Now, looking at all these past situations, you guys are gonna want to know what I think Garp's strength is. Personally, in his prime, I think Garp was actually on that level of Roger. I could say that, yeah, he's on the level of Roger. Now, I think Roger was number one. People have debated Whitebeard, Garp. I think Whitebeard and Garp are the only guys on Roger's level. That's me, my personal opinion. Now, when talking about his age right now, after the 2-year time skip, before the 2-year time skip, he was already old. He said in Andy's lobby, I'm getting old with the age, my power is declining. Now the 2-year time skip that happened, I definitely think that Garp, there's characters like Akainu who are stronger than Garp, and people are gonna get angry for this, but I actually personally think that as age goes, their endurance and endurability stay lower. So definitely, I think about it like this: Whitebeard was sick and old. Now I think this is how it goes. Garp is really good with throwing hands when it comes to fighting with his fist. Definitely think that's his specialty, and that's why I think 1v1 fight with Whitebeard had more DC, but in a 1v1 fight, Garp would have the edge at that time and ring forward. But then the thing is, Garp with old age would slow him down, and Whitebeard being sick and old, that would also slow him down. So I think that Garp is on the same level as Whitebeard, but just that Whitebeard had more DC, but Garp, when it comes to 1v1s, you cannot look at Garp like. There's definitely more to Garp's powers that we don't even know, and I definitely think when hockey is more explored, that's when we're going to see some true of Garp's strength. And he was equaling out, well, I can't say equaling out, but he's on the level of Goldie Roger. We got to think about that. Like and share if you enjoy, like and share only if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more One Piece videos. I'm the Legend Mac, and I'm gone.